My name is Joseph Carter, and I am the Mink Man.
When I was a senior in high school, I started learning about the American mink. I was told that mink were horrible, vicious little animals who were impossible to tame. Challenge accepted. I've been in love with mink ever since. I get mink from fur farms and give them a new life. In this new life, my mink live as naturally as possible, even hunting for their dinner the way a wild mink would.
So come join me on my adventures as we learn more about this intense little predator, the amazing American mink. Okay, so these two mink are brothers from the same litter. That's why they both have green collars. Their father is Bear, who is Brock's son, and their mother is Ikisabe. So anyway, let's get them out. This will be their first muskrat hunt. They've been on a brown rat hunt, but this will be their first muskrat. So see how they do. Neither of these guys have names. I just call one red and one yellow because one's got a red buckle, one's got a yellow buckle. I haven't put a lot of effort into names yet because I don't know which ones I'm keeping and which ones I'll be moving on to other homes. So until I get that decided, I'm not going to put a lot of effort into names. Though a couple of them have picked up names along the way. I haven't really tried to come up with names because I don't know who I'm keeping yet. So red and yellow, let's let them have their first muskrat. And see, this is why I think there's one here. Look at all this chewing. This is all stuff muskrats have been eating. So they've been sitting here eating and eating and eating quite a bit for them not to be here anymore. And it's not like there's a lot of options for them. Put red there. I will just put you both in the same place so I can keep track of it easier. Come on, Mr. Yellow. Okay, let's try putting you guys right in the hole. See if we can get you to go in. This hole down here has a little more fresh sign. From what I can tell, it's got some muddy water coming out of it, so I think they might be down here. I'm going to try and stick the mink right in the hole. There it goes. Just give him a minute. It's in there. Let's see if he goes in very deep or if he just comes right back. There's only one? Yeah, one went in. Here he comes. Here's a muskrat. Right there. And here comes the meat, sounds like. Good job. And did he go back in? I think he just went back in. Okay, I think he just went back in. I think there's another entrance, the third one right here. Because he dipped down, and I got the impression he went back in. Oh, look, here he comes. He's coming back out again. What if I was right? There's another hole right here. Here he comes.
Another muskrat. There's
two.
Different
muskrat. There's a couple of them. Oh wait, did he go in there? I'll just let this guy out, let him do kind of whatever he wants. He'll either go in and catch him or...
Muskrat.
Muskie. Oh, wow, Mink almost got it. There he goes. Oh, right in front of you, buddy. You can tell it's his first hunt. He doesn't know what he's doing. Oh, hey, you guys don't get each other. Oh, good job, good job. Oh, you missed it. They keep running into each other and thinking they're the muskrat. Right, good job, he went back in. Oh, here comes the muskie. Oh, both of them are out. He's got it. Good job, boys. Good teamwork, boys. Oh, did I lose it? Oh, they're fighting each other. Hey, you guys, you're not the muskrat. but I he's assuming it.
Right.
He knows it's slow. There you go, get hold. Oh, he's got this time. Now don't get a hold of the other meat. Make sure you get hold of the muskrat. There we go, good job.
As I'm sure is blatantly obvious, these young mink have a lot to learn when it comes to hunting muskrats. When I first take young mink hunting, I purposely take them to the easiest locations I can find, and I often actively help them during their first several hunts. That way, the inexperienced mink have the best possible chance for success, despite how clueless and silly they often act on their first few times out.
Come on, Big Red. In the box you go. There you go, good job. Good job. Last year when we did this, we didn't have any of the mink getting them confused. I kind of thought it would happen when I first started doing this, but last year we didn't see it, not that I remember, where the mink were getting confused and going after each other. But this year they did, at least this one time they did. But they figured it out after they grabbed each other 2 or 3 times. They realized, okay, there's more than just the muskrat swimming around here, I gotta pay attention. And they only kind of squabbled once. They most of the times they did it, they hit the other mink, then they're like, oh, you're the wrong animal. Only once did they get mad and start fighting. That was kind of fun. Let's go get a couple other mink and see if we can get this other muskrat. Okay, so since we know there's a muskrat here, one's gone back in the hole, and there should be fresh scent everywhere because they've come in and out. I'm just going to do a little quick training with Shirney and Penny, see if they can locate that muskrat and tell us where it's at. We already know, so we know if they're wrong or right when they go and mark out where it's at. So, okay, where's the muskie? Where's the muskie?
Good girls. Did you find it?
Did you find it? Where's the muskie? Oh, good girl. Good dogs. Who's a good girl? Good girl. Oh, good dog. Oh, that's such a good girl. Bring it here. Bring it here. Oh, good girl. Oh, that's a good girl. Good dog. Yeah, good girl. Hey, come on, Penny.
Oh, he's going up there. He's running.
Oh, it's running?
Yeah.
Where's the muskie? I think she pushed it right back underground. There's a hole right here. And that's where her tail is going crazy. The dogs seem to attract it. The mink are just searching the same area, which is good.
Muskrat, muskrat.
Good job, Saber. You found him. Oh, he's after him too. Saber was hot on him. Come flying out of that hole, went right, just following him like a heat-seeking missile. So I wonder if he caught him underground. Yeah, he's got something. She can get him come out fast. Did he beat ya? Guess Saber won that, huh? Good job. You're naughty for not bringing him back. You naughty boy. Come here, check, 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 check. Good girl. Go get it. Good girl. She smells the mink, so she's nervous. Watch them though. I mean, there's a chance he's pulled it out up there and we didn't know.
Yeah.
So we know there's a hole up there. Oh, what was that? What you got? Oh, yeah, here's a muskrat. Good girl, Leia. Good girl. Good girl, Leia. Good girl. Good girl. If I can figure out what the heck happened. So I don't know if Leia found this or killed this. If I skin it and it's got bruising all around its ribs, then we know the dog killed it because it wouldn't have bruising. The dog could crush a dead muskrat and it doesn't bruise because there's no heart pumping the blood through the body. But if they're still alive when the dog grabs it, then wherever it grabs, there'll be a bruise because the heart's still pumping and basically making the blood travel through the injury. But when they're dead, the blood doesn't travel, it just sits there. So if she grabs it 5 minutes after it's dead, there'll be no bruise. If she grabs it while it's still alive, there'll be a bruise. But I'm thinking with all the blood on its mouth, coming out of its mouth, it's probably a dog killed. I think she caught a third one that we didn't even know was there. Yeah, look at all that bruising. It is grabbed by the dog. All that blood coming out of its ribs. It would have been dead for a good 20-30 minutes before the dog got to it if Saber had killed it. And it wasn't. It was very alive when the dog got it. So the dog found a third one. We know Saber killed one because they were fighting over it. They wouldn't sit and fight over nothing. They wouldn't fight over an injured muskrat either. It would be dead. Stone dead. So there's another one in there. Look at all that bruising around the chest. That was dog killed. Most definitely dog killed.